I have waited for this moment for a long time. Disney has tricked me to watch this horrible show, but it's finally here. After weeks of waiting and waiting, terrible joke after terrible joke, insane amounts of hating on men. None of that matters, because Charlie Cox, Daredevil, is here. So, Daredevil showed up this week, and I have some opinions on that. But of course, before we get into anything, guys, if you like this content and you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Alright, episode 8 of She-Hulk is finally here, and honestly, it's probably the best one yet.
Well, you only think that because Daredevil is here.
Yes, because he drastically improves the show. To begin the episode, we see Leapfrog fight off some looters. Well, are these guys doing this for racial injustice? Well, if that's the case, then Leapfrog here is a fascist, white supremacist, only using his white privilege. But if these guys are just criminals, then I guess Leapfrog is fine. In Escape, Leapfrog uses his jet boots that malfunction, leading him to sue the maker of his suit. He then enlists She-Hulk to help him, but conflict, because guess who's the maker of Leapfrog's suit? Mr. Luke. You know, the same guy that made She-Hulk's suit. Turns out Leapfrog's family is some important client, and She-Hulk is forced to take up the case. In court, we see Jen defending Leapfrog, but Luke is left without counsel until the reason everyone is watching the show finally arrives.
I'm here.
Matthew Murdock comes to defend Luke and absolutely destroys Jen in court. He smells jet fuel on Leapfrog's boots, and this is a big no-no. Apparently, he was instructed not to use jet fuel, and this case gets dismissed. I like this introduction to Matt Murdock because he is a very good lawyer. Now, if you watch a Netflix series, you know he kind of has like super senses almost. I just feel like they introduced those powers really quickly in this scene. I wish there was like an extra shot or two just to really emphasize what he's doing. But instead, he just kind of like sniffs once and he's like, oh, jet fuel. I know it. Later, Matt meets Jen at the bar and delivers one of the best lines in the show.
Jen Walters can use the law to help people when society fails them. And She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them.
That night, Jen gets a call from Leapfrog saying he's being attacked. She shows up, and we see Daredevil attacking him in a brand new suit. She-Hulk attacks Mr. Mustard Man, and oh, wow. This scene's bad. The CGI here is just awful. Not to mention the lip dubbing.
You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you messed with my client. 'Cause now I'm gonna whoop your ass.
I feel like we should pray for these VFX teams. You know what? Guys, one like equals one prayer for the VFX team at Marvel, who are probably getting overworked and underpaid. So show your support and like my video, please. Also in this scene, She-Hulk just tries to murder Daredevil, which is totally not cool. And she does that by throwing this car. So I guess she just doesn't care about, you know, property. After revealing that Daredevil is Matthew Murdock, we get what I assume is a nod that this is the same character from the Netflix show.
The gold devil.
I'm Daredevil.
We learn that Leapfrog has taken Luke hostage, and it's up to She-Hulk and Daredevil to save him. Daredevil takes the lead, and we get a decent action scene. Wait, what's with these crossbows? Where are the guns? Doesn't matter, because there are two things Daredevil likes: dark hallways and bad guys. But this gets immediately interrupted by She-Hulk. You know, it's amazing to me how a practical fight looks so good and really brings you in. But then the moment a CGI character comes in, it completely ruins it. After they fend off more bad guys and save Luke, Matt and Jen, well, things get hot and heavy. Now, I know I'm not the only one to point this out, but I just think it's so funny that this show constantly reminds you that no man likes Jen for Jen. And the only one that likes her is a blind guy. I mean, come on. That's pretty funny. After that, Daredevil does the walk of shame.
Put those grippers away!
So I thought the episode was over, and so did Jen, but we actually get another 10 minutes. Yay! Jen attends a gala as she is accepting Female Lawyer of the Year. And as she is getting this reward, Hulk King strikes, two men appear on the screen and call She-Hulk a slut, and they show her sex tape. I can only assume these two men are the far-right extremists who criticize She-Hulk's show. She-Hulk gets angry and goes on a rampage, leaving these policemen to detain her. The episode ends with these policemen surrounding her and everyone else seeing her as the monster. So, She-Hulk episode 8. Is it good? It's pretty decent this week. There's a lot of things I liked with this episode. You know, I feel like the writing is better. It's not the best, but it's better than before. Plus, we get some pretty cool development with Jen's character. I know I joke a lot about how she can control her anger when she gets mansplained to, but, you know, it's cool to see her actually get angry and her actions, you know, have consequences. Now everyone sees her as a monster, and that's like, you know, Hulk 101. But of course, the main event of this episode was the appearance of Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Isn't it funny? The moment he shows up, we finally get a decent episode. I think him being more lighthearted works here because this is, you know, that type of show. You know, it's not meant to be this dark, dramatic series. It's supposed to be more lighthearted, and apparently it's supposed to be a comedy, allegedly. So Daredevil cracking a few cringy jokes here and there doesn't really bother me. I think it also helps too that Charlie Cox has spent years with this character and he knows what he's doing when he puts on the suit. Now, even though there is some good, there is still a lot of bad. The writing definitely improved on a story level, but the dialogue is still not there. And also, the CGI is just awful, terrible. Especially the scene when She-Hulk and Daredevil are fighting. Even the dubbing of their dialogue in that scene is just off. Takes you out of it completely. I honestly believe in the next project they do with She-Hulk, they need to completely revamp the character design. They need to get the people who made Thanos to come in and just, you know, remake a new model for the character. In the end, I don't think I can give a real honest opinion on this episode because Daredevil coming in just makes me overlook a lot of things. I was really worried about the MCU coming in and completely destroying Charlie Cox's Daredevil, but, you know, this gives me a little bit of hope that they aren't completely retconning it. Did you guys watch She-Hulk episode 8 this week? If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to give a prayer to the VFX team at Marvel, be sure to like this video. Also, if you want to see more content just like this, please be sure to subscribe for more. And if you want to catch up on any of my other reviews or any of my other videos, click on this playlist right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.